ocean blue, a bloodthirsty captain and a cutthroat crew.
It's as dark a tale as was ever told of the lust for treasure and the love of gold.
For today's video, we're going to be having a quick chat about Huron, or however you're supposed to pronounce that, better known as Huron Blackheart. Former chapter master of the Astral Claws, a Space Marine chapter which become corrupted, cannibalized, chewed up and spit out as pirate files, known as the Red Corsairs. Huron is arguably the second strongest leader in Chaos, maybe save the traitor Primarchs themselves. He's right there behind Abaddon the Despoiler and arguably far more clinical. And as much as I like Big Daddy Abaddon, he is prone to fucking things up, but causing just enough mayhem as he cheeses it out there to get away with it. Huron, when leading the Astral Claws, was tasked along with a series of other Space Marine chapters of watching over the grotty area of space called the Maelstrom, but over time they were left abandoned. Their calls for help leading nowhere, and eventually they would turn their backs on the Imperium that had left them as lambs for the slaughter. During his rebellion, he was injured by a melter blast during the Badab War. He was rescued despite the war being lost, with his body being whipped away quick time into the warp rift known as the Maelstrom. Now his life was saved, but they had to merge him with machinery, reconstructing him using bionics and basically supergluing him into some Terminator armour. He lives in never-ending agony which has haunted him since his fall. The Tyrant of Badab, as he is known, exists in a ceaseless physical toil, but it just lends itself to his hatred for the Imperium, and motivates him even further to exact vengeance upon it. And so, reborn as a Chaos Lord, Huron Blackheart's entire existence is there to just be a massive pain in the arse for the Imperium. He leads as the master of his warband, the Red Corsairs, and has also slowly built up a cheeky cult following amongst the dregs of society. Pillaging and raiding, they set sail on the starry seas looking for buried treasure on his foes' ships. Now in terms of his relationship with Abaddon, it seems to largely work on gentlemen's agreements. Surprising for a couple of traitors, but it works well enough for now. Although don't be surprised if we end up with some kind of chaos civil war at some point. A good example of their working in tandem was during the 13th Black Crusade, where they led simultaneous attacks on the Imperium, only possible because they agreed a deal in which Huron would lend his forces to aid Abaddon's plans in exchange for one of those black stone fortresses that Abaddon had seized at the end of the Gothic War, which Huron promptly hid within the Maelstrom. Huron Blackheart has a pretty unique look, despite the fact that he definitely just copied the accessorizing style of Abaddon, who of course nicked it from his ex-bestie in Horus Heresy himself. Huron has a cool Tyrant's Claw which looks suspiciously like the Talon of Horus, and although he definitely copied his homework, he managed to add a heavy flamer into its palm so he couldn't get done for copyright infringement. He also has this little demonic familiar which follows him round known as Hamadria or something like that, which lends psychic abilities to him. Now, despite how cool Huron looks in all of his artwork, his model, if you can ever get hold of it, is made from the finest quality ass cast. So hopefully we'll get something cool to replace it soon, although there's some pretty cool Abaddon conversions I've seen out there which seem to do the trick, especially since again he is definitely copying his style in the first place. The truth is that Huron Blackheart is just as powerful in so many ways as so many of the other Chaos leadership, and I think it's only a matter of time before he either shuffles his way to the top of the pack or is handed his head in the process of trying. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. The odds are that even if you have, you probably still haven't hit subscribe, so definitely consider doing so and hitting the notification bell so you don't miss out on this kind of shit content in future. And if you'd like other ways to support the channel, check out the affiliate links in the description. You'll be able to find discounts, top quality service, and places that I wholeheartedly trust to deliver you great products. But that's all from me. Thank you very much for coming along. I do appreciate you being here, and I will see you in the next one.